Hey there guys, it's Tico here, bringing you guys Yugioh The Duelists of the Roses. So for this video, I'm going to do Fiends decks, and more specifically, I'm going to do a Summon Skull deck. This deck is pretty much his focus around making the most use of Summon Skull, and if you don't know how to get Summon Skull can actually be obtained by getting three cards in a row in a slot machines. I forget exactly which cards, but that's how you get Summon Skull. So you can actually get the actual Summon Skull. You just gotta get 3 in a row of certain cards, and you will actually get it as a reward, you know, for getting 3 in a row in the slot machines. So let's get on with the deck. So we got Summon Skull as the deck leader. We got him as a captain rank, and at captain rank he still has no abilities, which is amazing. We got 1 Curse Breaker to keep our deck cost down to a minimum. So we got 1018 right now. 3 Summon Skulls in the deck. 3 Castle of Dark Illusions. Castle of Dark Illusions, what it does is, as long as it remains face up on the field in defense, all your Fiend monsters, so all Fiend monsters are awarded 500 points, so it's pretty good. Next we got 3 Job Change Mirrors. Now Job Change Mirror, if you fuse it with any Fiend that's 1600 or more, is going to create a Summon Skull. If the Fiend you fuse it with is less than 1600, what it's going to make is Ryukishin powered. So we want to make sure that the other Fiends we fuse this card with are over 1600 points of attack. We got 3 Candle of Fate. Candle of Fate has a similar purpose to Castle of Dark Illusions in this deck. The effect is, as long as this card remains face up on the field in defense, all the opponent's monsters lose 100 points during each turn. So it's an effect similar to Giant Moth or Ultimate Great Moth, or Great Moth, I think that's what it's called, that Weevil Underwood uses. Next we got 3 Legend, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp. We're going to use this as the fusion material for Job Change Mirror. We got 3 Toon Summon Skull, which is pretty much the same thing as Summon Skull, the only difference being that this card can walk in the Toon fields, but it has the same power-ups and everything. So we also got 3 Jami to turn the field to our advantage, 3 Axe of Despair, 3 Horn of the Unicorn, 3 Malevolent Nuster, and 3 Fiends Castle. So we got a total of 12 power-ups or equips that we can equip to Summon Skull or to Toon Summon Skull. Next we got 3 Paralyzing Potions to paralyze those monsters that we can't go over. And we got 3 Royal Decree, of course, like almost every single time, because I love putting this card in decks to negate all trap cards. So the deck is 1018 you know, deck cost. So I'm going to play a couple of opponents that are below that or above that. So first off, actually just played Keith, Bandit Keith. So I'm going to go ahead and play him again. I think this is like one of my favorite guys to play against. His field just makes you have to go around, you know, to get him. But it's not so intricate that it makes it annoying to fight him. You know, as if you were fighting the Labyrinth Ruler, where you literally got zigzag across the whole map to get to him. So, what we are going to do is first place Candle of Fate and Face Up Defense. I like to play this card as early as possible, because as soon as I know that a monster is summoned by the opponent, this usually happens turn 1. My turn starts, boom, it loses 100 points right away. So right now, instead of getting the full 500 power up in the field, it's only 400 points stronger, because turn 1 automatically I already depowered that card by 100 points. Another cool thing about the Candle of Fate is that it actually lets you know which cards are monsters, because only the cards that are monster are going to be affected by it. So you will know if a card is a spell or trap, depending upon whether at the beginning of your turn it's affected by this card's effect. So that's a pretty cool and neat thing to think about. Next up, we are going to put down a Royal Decree in case the opponent has any trap cards. I think he has a Magic Jammer, so I'm going to put that there. And we are ending our turn. Alright, so he goes this way. Loses another 100 points. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and let me think here. Let me think. What do we want to do? Do we want to place one of these face down? I think I will do that. Let me move back 1 space real quick, and I will put a Castle of Dark Illusions in face up defense mode, so I can get a power up for all my Fiends. And next turn, I will summon my Summon Skull and power it up with the Horn of the Unicorn. So, things are looking good, guys. Alright, another 100 points. Alrighty. Let's go ahead, move one space forward, and place our... Let's go ahead and fuse these two. And put the Horn of the Unicorn on it. So we got a 3,500 attack point Summon Skull on the field right now. Now, let's hope the opponent decides to attack him. Which usually happens, you know. There you go. Shovel Crusher. Alright, Shovel Crusher. It is your turn to go bye-bye. I want to see Shovel Crusher's attack. It's a nice looking animation. Nothing happened. Oh, by the way, I just noticed something. The screen flickers a lot when Summon Skull is doing his attack in this game. Look at that. And then the screen just goes all blank. And then you starts like flashing, but we can still see the monster, but you see the flashing. It's weird. So I don't know, I guess that must be some glitch that happens from having the quality turned up in the emulator. So it's a shame that I can't see the full attack because of that, at least in its full HD glory. Alrighty, let's go ahead and... let's activate douchebag mode. Let's put another Candle of Fate in face-up defense mode. And let's move forward and Summon Skull one space. Alright, he moves back. And then he loses points. And then he loses points again. So the two cards on the sides apparently are not monsters. So... yeah. So he just lost 200 points from that. Let's go ahead and summon a 2 Summon Skull and move it one space forward. And then let's end our turn. I'm wondering if he will actually try to attack it. Wow, he actually did try to attack it. It's a Machine King. Oh wow. So he only loses 600 points. So now he knows what my card is. And he brings out another one. Alright, so he starts moving to the sides. And he loses 200 more points. So that's still another monster. I guess for now, I will have to move over here, move this over here, and move this over here. Alright, so he's deciding to go left. So that means I gotta move my monsters around. Okay, so Summon Skull goes back this way. Let's go ahead and abbreviate the attack animations. Let's attack this card. It's a Pendulum Machine. It's cool about having the Candle of Fate, because you know you got a couple of them on the field and the opponent's just going to keep losing points every single turn. It's a pretty awesome thing. Alright, so let's bring out a Summon Skull. Oh, first things first. First things first, let us get rid of one of the Candle of Fates. So I can actually have 3 monsters on the field. 3 powerhouses on the field. And now let's put the Fiend Castle on Summon Skull. And move one space forward and turn. So now we got 2 Summon Skulls and 1 Toon Summon Skull on the field. And one Candle of Fate along with 1 Castle of Dark Illusions. So we know that is a monster. Let's move 1 space forward. 1 space forward. 1 space to the right. And another space forward. World Decree activates. So whatever that card was, it was a trap. But not anymore. World Decree protected me. Keeps moving, keeps moving. He attacks me again. And I think that's it. I think that's enough points to win the match. There you go. So pretty much he committed suicide, you know. I didn't really have to. I actually attacked him one time. The other two times he just attacked me, pretty much. And I won just through the life points difference. It's pretty good. Oh wow, I almost got everything. Look at that. Oh, it's a lot of pendulums. But yeah, I mean, that is just like how you play this deck. It's pretty good, you know. It actually works quite well, and actually because it works quite well overall. It works quite well even against Pegasus because I got Toon Summon Skull. So even if Pegasus has a Toon Field, I'm not gonna really be affected by it because I got my own Toon Monster, which is also a Summon Skull and which also gets a power up from my own cards. So I'm very happy about that actually. So let us move one space forward and turn. I'm gonna try to kill Pegasus pretty quickly. Hopefully I get to Toon Summon Skulls fairly early on my hand. Alright. And turn again. But while my monster still gets a power up from the Toon Field, I still want to use my own field spell cards. That way I can depower his monsters as much as possible. So let's go ahead and activate that. Yummy! Because it is still going to be to my advantage. Plus I want this area right here that's a normal field to actually be a darkness field so that my monsters can actually move through this area 2 spaces. So the only thing I got left to worry about right now is the traps. Because the rest is pretty easy when it comes to Pegasus. Alright. Let's go ahead and move forward. One Paralyzing Potion. Spellbinding Circle. Go figure. Let's move to the right. I think I'm gonna have to use that sheet that you guys mentioned to make like the deck costs for my deck like 1 or something. That way I can play any person in this game. You know, it sucks that most decks that I use force me to just play against specific people just because. Let me bring out the Legend, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp over here. And I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that was such a good idea because now I bet you he's going to activate a Change of Heart. A Change of Heart? Or Brain Control or something like that? Because I'm pretty sure he figures out that he can make my piece move 2 spaces on my card. Oh, I guess not. So that's good. Another Paralyzing Potion. What is going on today? Okay. In turn. By the way, I think you guys will notice, but most of the times I play, the cards in my deck, like the monsters in my deck, never go past 6 stars. And the reason I do that is because I don't like to wait more than 2 turns to summon something. You know, I like to be able to play as quickly as I can and be able to bring out the things that I want, you know, without having to go through much difficulty. Oh my god, what is this? Dude, you knew what it was, so why did you attack it? That is the dumbest thing ever. Even though he knows what your cards are, he still attacks them anyway. Alright, so that was a spell. We got a Job Change Mirror. Let's do a couple power-ups. Or... Yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and bring out this plus 3 of them at the same time. So it's gonna make it 4,000 attack. Move forward 1 space. So now I think I used to have 4 cards in my hand, so... Oh, there we go, Rogue Doll. Okay. So now I get spellbound because that card was a light, and I attacked the Dark Monster. Oh my god, are you kidding me, dude? You really... Oh my god. I cannot believe this. He's just attacking everything right now. I can't believe this is actually happening. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Oh my god. This is just funny. Alright, so we got a Rogue Doll, which is paralyzed for his full turn. He can't move it anywhere. Can't get to it in time. But what I can do is move this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let's bring out this real quick. Let's move this 1 space to the right. It's 3,500 right now. Should be more than enough to take care of anything. And then let's move out the Toon Summon Skull 1 space forward. And let's move my deck leader to the middle. I'm positioning myself, you know, for the win. Alrighty, so what do we got going on here? We've got... We've got 3 monsters. Let's bring out the... I'm taking things 1 step at a time. Let's bring out the Castle of Dark Illusions. I got 2 monsters out. Let's bring out the Castle of Dark Illusions. Let's move it 1 space down. Move this 1 space to the left. Next turn I will bring out the regular Summon Skull. And I'm going to attack that Rogue Doll. And after I attack the Rogue Doll, I'm going to attack the... let's see. Oh, he put the Rogue Doll in defense. Okay, smart, smart. Let's move 1 space forward. Let's put the Castle of Dark Illusions in face-up defense mode. Move 1 space to the middle. And move my Toon Summon Skull. Do I want to move my Toon Summon Skull? I do not. Not yet. And turn. I'm being wary of trap cards. I know he has some. Although there is only one way to find out. And I'm going to bring it out right now. Only one way to find out what trap cards he may have. 1 space forward. 1 space to the right. And turn. I got everything set up. So next turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the Jami. I'm going to put the Candle of Fate in face-up defense mode. And hopefully I'm going to get Royal Decree so I don't have to be wary of the trap cards anymore. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's move 1 space forward. 1 space to the right. Let's activate Yami. Now this monster is protected by 2 cards. This one and this one. So both of those, if there are trap cards, could trigger to my Summon Skull attacking it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Candle of Fate in face-up defense mode, and next turn it's pretty much going to let me know which one of these cards are monsters and which ones are spells or traps. Because they'll tell me, you know, which ones are being depowered. Or it should at least tell me, if I recall. I haven't seen the effect for a while. Okay. Okay, so I just saw this one. So both of these didn't get affected, I'm pretty sure. But this is a monster. Huh. Oh man. He's making it tough on me. He's making it very tough. I think I only got one thing left that I can do right now. And that is to dump a couple of these cards. I'm going to dump them in my turn. Let's see again. Alright, so there's still a bunch of traps there. Where is the Royal Decree? Alright, let's keep dumping monsters for now. Or spells and traps. I'm waiting for my Royal Decree. Can't make a mistake now. Gotta make this a perfect win. Gotta make this a perfect win. And in the meantime, that monster is gonna keep losing attack points. Or everything he has is gonna keep losing points. So Jesus, man, like these three right here, they're traps or spells. I don't know. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm very happy now. Okay, so let's make this happen. Let's activate a Jami. Might as well. Alrighty, activated that. Things are good. Move the Horn of the Unicorn one space forward. We are going to have Toon Summon Skull. Move over here and attack this. Royal Decree activates. Summon Skull is going to attack the stuffed animal to inflict a lot of damage. 2600. So even though I lost some life points at the beginning, you know, from the rogue doll attacking me, it's fine. He only has 1400 points left. So as soon as I attack with this card, I'll win. You know what? Let's see the attack animation. Display. Royal Decree. And that is the way the cookie crumbles, guys. So this was very strategic, man. I was like calculating everything. I was like, man, my Candle of Fate is letting me know all these cards may be spells or traps. I gotta be very careful. So I just waited it out until I got that Royal Decree. Pegasus is always a tricky opponent to play against, so you know. Oh, and there it is. The screen is flickering, and we're still seeing the monster getting hit. And then it dies. Oh man. Summon Skull! For the win! Winner! Winner! Oh my god. 5,000 attack points Summon Skull. That is amazing. Summon Skull and Toon Summon Skull win the day. Alrighty guys, but that's pretty much the way the cookie crumbles. That is how you play a Toon Summon Skull deck. Oh, it's got a nice little slot assortment there. And yeah, I was actually someone asking me about making a ritual deck, and I don't know if I want to do that because rituals, there's only really like 1 or 2 rituals in this game that are worth really using. And even then you gotta go through the whole thing, you know, of actually making the deck and waiting out to summon it and getting all the pieces and whatnot. You know, it just seems like a big chore. I'm lazy. But thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will catch you guys later. Make sure to leave me a thumbs up and adios.